1063.
WESP Jupiter, a Good Karma Brands radio station.
I mean, C-Cat, is it really a gamble if you've got nothing to lose? We'll discuss.
Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios.
The man your man could smell.
Theo Dorsey is theoretically speaking.
But are you a different animal and the same beast?
Streaming live on YouTube.
You're gonna break up with me because of what I do on the radio?
Here's Theo Dorsey.
Good people. Today is a very special day on Theoretically Speaking because, good people, it is Wednesday, August 20th, and every day is a special day when we get to kick it with you on a Wednesday like this. We got Evan Cohen pulling up on us from Unsportsmanlike. In about 30 minutes, we have our Theoretically Trivia game where you can win gift cards to Duffy's Sports Grill. That's coming up around 2:45. Stick around. It's going to be a great show today, a great hump day. And, of course, as always, or at least most of the time, unless it's a really, really big day like an anniversary day here on the show, we've got C-Cat on the other side of the glass, on the ones and the twos. The NFL season is right around the corner. Headlines are coming down. Punishments are being served up. And also, C-Cat, college football kicks off in 3 days. Like, it's happening. We're in the fall. It's over. Summer's over.
You were going to say it's a special day because I got a haircut, but you didn't.
It is.
We have a radio audience, so like they wouldn't know that I got a haircut without one of the two of us bringing it up, and it's a little bit corny for me to bring it up on my own behalf.
It would be corny for you to bring up a haircut on your own behalf. It absolutely would be. It's actually in poor taste to do so, but we won't criticize you today. We won't criticize you today for it because you also have a story to tell with said haircut. Apparently your haircut, your barber.
That's the name.
Also, your barber, a little affection with the haircut today. Got a little intimate between you and the barber, so I can't wait to get to that.
Yes. For some reason, uncomfortable social interactions follow me wherever I go.
Of course.
And this time, finally, I can definitively say that it was not my fault, which is rarity.
That is rare.
I bring it on myself often. And this time, it was not my fault that this got very uncomfortable, that anyone can relate to an interaction such as this.
Well, we'll figure out if it was your fault or not. Maybe we even bring this up with our guy, Evan Cohen, because he's he considers himself a king of awkward moments.
That's why me and him are just like white on rice, just together.
Yes, you both are white, for
sure. One and
the
the
same. You and him are like white on rice. All right, I can't wait to deliver that to him as well. This is gonna be great news to him. Y'all love Machine Gun Kelly though.
Mm-hmm.
You do both often trigger awkward scenarios when it comes to human to human interaction. But the difference is Evan stumbles into awkward interactions, whereas you force them upon people because you seem to kind of find some kind of weird pleasure in it.
You think that I take pleasure in these awkward interactions?
I think so.
You are sorely mistaken. I would never call a Dunkin' Donuts employee sir when they're actually a woman on accident because I didn't look. That's not on purpose whatsoever.
Okay, so that one was incidental.
Yes.
But
I would do anything in my power to have that not happen to me.
So here's the thing, though. I'll ask Evan specifically because I feel like even between you and Evan, you trigger awkward interactions with him, and it seems intentional at times.
With Evan, I think it is intentional.
You called one of our weekly guests here, Jonathan Zaslow. You called him Dad.
You think that was on purpose?
I mean, I don't know.
Zaz auto-corrected on my phone to Dad. That's how that happened.
All right. Since then, have you always texted him his full name, or you call him Jonathan now just to make sure?
I don't even refer to the name.
You just don't even do the name anymore. No
hey,
more
man.
names. Hey guy. Hey, dog.
Maybe I had to lean into it and just call him Pops every time.
You should. He's your radio father. Theoretically speaking, baby, it's a hump day, man. It is also, again, now 15 days out from the Thursday night kickoff to the NFL season. 15 days out from the Eagles and the Cowboys sharing the field at the Link in Philly. They're going to have their ring night. Oh, you know what else, though? I wonder how close to kickoff Jerry Jones and the Cowboys can announce the Micah Parsons contract, because it's going to be in his hometown, right? He's like from Philly, right? Or is he from Jersey?
I don't know.
Micah Parsons is from the Northeast, and Philly is
Micah. I thought you were talking about Jerry Jones.
He's from Arkansas.
He's from Pennsylvania.
Yeah, he's from Pennsylvania. So this is literally the Cowboys drama I'm not getting into, and today we're going to be discussing which NFL team took the worst gamble this offseason, and I'm going to bar anybody from offering up the Dallas Cowboys in any way as if that team took a gamble by stringing out this contract situation with Micah Parsons. It is a facade. It is a show. Jerry Jones is a showman. He even admitted it at the red carpet event. So I'm just curious how close to kickoff they'll announce that contract. Maybe they'll announce it right as the Eagles are dropping their banner.
You think this is going to be a Micah Parsons, like Drake, God's Plan music video where he's going back home? He's going to hand buckets of cash to a bunch of people from his hometown after he gets that contract extension, or, contract.
Why wouldn't you, though? It's a contract extension, because he's under contract this year. Why, if you're Jerry Jones and the Cowboys, and again, I'm barring you from saying it's a gamble for them bargaining or having a negotiation or the lack thereof with probably the single greatest defensive player in the league right now. But if you're Jerry Jones and the Cowboys and you hate the Eagles and it's a divisional rivalry and you're at their stadium to celebrate their championship from last year and you really want to stick it to them, you drop that Shefty news bomb right as they're dropping the banner and see what people are tweeting about.
You think Micah Parsons will stand there with his arms crossed like, yeah, we had you all fooled?
Yeah. No, Jerry Jones is going to go to the field and just dump buckets of guaranteed cash on his head. And Micah's going to do like a little dance, you know what I'm saying? And he might even do a live podcast before the coin flip. Like, that's how it's a movie. It is a show. The Cowboys are purely entertainment. And I told y'all already, it's one of my guilty pleasures. I enjoy the entertainment. So keep it going. I can't wait till they drop that bomb on us. But I want to talk about, CCAT, the biggest gambles of this NFL offseason. We had a lot of teams make a lot of moves. We saw teams like the Bears double down on Caleb Williams by drafting 2 weapons and getting a guy like Ben Johnson in-house. We see teams like the Carolina Panthers giving another shot to Bryce Young, year 2, Dave Canales. We saw the Jacksonville Jaguars do the unthinkable and trade a heap of picks to go up to number 2 and draft a guy in Travis Hunter who they expect to play 2 ways, which, again, those would be considered gambles. You're risking something big, and you are expecting a good outcome. But inevitably, CCAT, gambles in and of themselves often go wrong. Do you remember the Philadelphia Eagles team? The Philadelphia Eagles dream team?
Of course.
Vince Young. I think they had Asante Samuel and Nnamdi Asomugha.
Mm-hmm. Deshaun Jackson still on that team.
I didn't say it. You said it. You almost.
I gave a
You almost said Baltimore. But
Deshaun Jackson.
That was an elite gamble they made on a lot of different guys that offseason, and it didn't pan out. In the NFL, I feel like of all of the leagues, don't you see a lot of big gambles go wrong more in the NFL than in the NBA? And in like Major League Baseball? Like, when's the last time there's been a big swing and miss in baseball? Like, I would guess one of those pitchers, or a pitcher or two that just didn't pan out.
You're swimming in deep waters here because there's plenty of big swings and misses.
Really?
The fact that you don't have a salary cap in the sport allows teams to just get away with it.
That's what I'm saying, though. It's not a gamble. It's less risky to me. So, like in the NBA, I would say like the Nets experiment with the big 3, James Harden, Kyrie Irving, Kevin Durant. Both big 3s the Nets tried for were huge swings and misses. The first time was when they went and got Paul Pierce and KG when they were over the hill with Deron Williams. Those set that franchise back decades. That's your favorite NBA team, and you haven't been able to pull out your pom-poms for years.
No. Where Brooklyn at? Nowhere. It's been depressing.
Is that y'all's thing?
Yeah. Hashtag where Brooklyn at? And then you take a picture of you. I'm here in West Palm Beach. Brooklyn's right here. And they get shown on the broadcast. Like, thank you, Iron Eagle.
Appreciate you showing us where Brooklyn's at.
Mm-hmm.
Good job on Cat. What about, I think your best chant for all of your teams is the "We Are" for Penn State.
Yeah, that one's got history. Yeah. No doubt about that.
Ravens flock is not a really
The Ravens do the Eagles thing by spelling Ravens.
Ravens. Ravens.
Not a fan of those types of chants.
I love those chants. Those chants get me. I get riled up.
I thought you were going to say
EAGLES Eagles.
No.
JETS Jets.
What about just a good old fashioned New York sleazeball? Let's go Yankees.
That's whack.
Derek Cheetah.
I get there's nostalgia. By the way, that's the best New York accent you've ever pulled off on this show.
Listen, Bleacher Creatures, Bald Vinny will never forget you, my friend. You know the roll call at Yankee Stadium, don't you?
For me?
Yeah. You familiar with this?
No, I don't. I don't know the Yankee State. Okay, so we're pumping the brakes on Sports Gamble. By the way, you can line up the phone lines right now as we take a bit of a diversion. We're going to get back to it. 888-760-3776. 888-760-3776. Good people, tap in on the Baptist Health Hotline on the worst gamble an NFL team has made this offseason, the one that you see and you know it's going to go wrong. 888-760-3776, or jump into the YouTube chat at ESPN West Palm. That is the Baptist Health Hotline. Jump in. I'll give you mine. C-Cat will give you his. But we do have to address this whole Yankee roll call thing after y'all line up on the Baptist Health Hotline. 888-760-3776. Are you experiencing foot and ankle pain and need to see an expert in the field? Baptist Health Orthopedic Care has a team of foot and ankle orthopedic surgeons and specialists who are regarded as leaders in their specialty. Visit baptisthealth.net/ortho to learn more today. Baptist Health Orthopedic Care combines its resources of experienced physicians and leading-edge treatments and technology to provide advanced orthopedic, foot and ankle, joint replacement, spine, and sports medicine care. Visit baptisthealth.net/ortho for more information today. Baptist Health Orthopedic Care has offices conveniently located in Palm Beach County through the Florida Keys. Learn more by visiting baptisthealth.net/ortho. All right. C-Cat? Yankee fan? Upstate New Yorker?
This tradition gets a whole lot of hate by people that are not New York Yankees fans.
Okay, so me. I'm an Astros fan.
I've pulled the tape from Yes Network's YouTube channel. Of course, they broadcast all the Yankees games. And pictured is Bald Vinny, the former president of the Bleacher Creatures at Yankee Stadium. And the New York Yankees have a tradition where in the top of the first inning of every single game, when they see the Yankees trot out onto the diamond, because they're in the field, they're the home team.
Nice.
They get the attention of every single starter for the New York Yankees by chanting their name. And it goes a little something like this.
Okay.
Still waiting for Brett Gardner to turn around.
So they do that until he turns around.
Yep. Or gives him a wave.
And this is like an outfielder?
Yeah, finally he did. Yeah,
Okay.
Brett Gardner.
So here's my question.
They do it for
Is this Vince Young? When did
Chris
Vince Young
Young.
join the Yankees?
Chris Young.
Chris Young. Okay, I knew he had an arm. All right, Ichiro.
Former Yankee.
Ichiro. I forgot he had a little stint there. Hey. All right.
So they do it for everyone that is in
You know what?
pinstripes.
I'm not against that. Because you know what else this shows if you're a Yankee fan? You know ball. Because ain't no names on the back of them jerseys.
Good point. There's a
Right?
scoreboard that
Okay.
shows the position of the players who are in the lineup. So you can kind of follow along.
And I'm also sure when somebody else starts saying the guy's name, then you can just kind of catch on.
Yeah.
I wonder, though, what they should start doing, Yankee fans, what you should start doing is pulling a random person and making him start it to make sure this person knows ball. Close your eyes and tell me who that guy is. Start the chant. Go.
You just have kind of a lottery system like,
Yeah.
all right, CE14, you're leading us today.
Turn the billboards off. Turn all the scoreboards off, and E14 has to stand up and start the chant.
Mother of five who just got off her overnight shift as a nurse. And she's like, Rafael Devers. Boo! We hate you.
Yeah,
Big fan.
This would be great. We need to instill this in Yankee Stadium. Okay. All right. Back to the topic at hand. I had to figure out what the hell that was. NFL offseason gambles that will inevitably go wrong, the biggest ones. And for me, I am not the kind of person to overreact. I always tell y'all, I try to be as objective as possible. But again, we are now closing in on the NFL season. We are 15 days out. So I do feel it is apropos for me to create or at least react with a certain level of judgment to one specific team's gamble this offseason. I'm sorry to say this, but C-Cat, you're not going to feel the same way. Brian Daboll, Joe Shane, those two fellas specifically have signed up to lose their job. They have literally they might as well have written a blood contract and locked it in that this is our final season working together in the Meadowlands for the New York Giants. It is to me, historic gamble for them to rest their careers on, their livelihoods on, their ability to continue to coach the Giants and lead the Giants in the front office on a quarterback room with Russell Wilson, Jameis Winston, and Jackson Dart. It seems like they're going to start Russ through the front end of the season. The Giants have one of the toughest schedules in all of the NFL, and they're in one of the toughest divisions in all of the league. Don't know how the Cowboys are going to look. We clearly know the Eagles and the Commanders will be there in the playoffs at the end of the day. And I'm also not sure what that win threshold is that Jim Mara is going to put on Brian Daboll, or whatever the level of competence he expects to see out of this roster from Joe Shane. But an offseason after they let Xavier McKinney walk for free, and he becomes the best safety in the league. Saquon Barkley walk for free, and he becomes the best running back in the league and also wins a Super Bowl and runs for the most yards all time. They are now saying, oh, okay, we screwed up that time. Let's pivot. And our pivot is going to be Russell Wilson, Jackson Dart, Jameis Winston. Well, maybe they added somebody in the draft. No, they added another defensive lineman. So now we have a really strong front four. Well, you don't get to rush the passer when you're down by 20 points. Russell Wilson had a few big plays in the preseason. Malik Neighbors is obviously a stud at wide receiver. He's got to stay healthy, and he's injured and banged up already coming into the opening of the regular season. But I think it is going to spell doom for the New York Giants, and that is a gamble that will inevitably go wrong for Daboll and Joe Shane. People like to put those odds on first coach fired. Like, I would like to parlay that first coach and GM tandem fired. It's right there in New York. And I hate it for them because I think Daboll's a really good coach and a good quarterback whisperer, but I feel like he made the wrong risk this time, similarly when they both made the wrong risk and gambled on Daniel Jones. I know that's your secondary team, but that's a gamble that's going to go wrong.
They had the worst quarterback play in the league last year.
Now, that was the Titans with Will Levis, but they were up there.
I think they had the lowest ceiling and the lowest floor of quarterback play in the league last year with the New York Giants. Trotting out DeVito, Boyle, Locke, and Daniel Jones.
Well, yeah, I mean, this guy's a starter right now for the Colts. They trust him.
So would you have rather made a bigger gamble for the New York Giants by trying to give a boatload of money to Sam Darnold or another quarterback that was available this offseason?
That's exactly what I would have done if I was Daboll, was to go and get Daniel or, not Daniel. Sorry, excuse me. But to go and get either Geno Smith or Sam Darnold and then draft Dart still and then develop him under a quarterback that you feel like can play more competently. Russell Wilson was bad down the stretch for the Steelers.
But I feel like you wanted Daboll in their best interest. You wanted him to do that in order for you to criticize him for acting in his directly own self-interest as a guy trying to keep a job,
yes,
not as a guy trying to lead a Giants football team to success, not just this year, but going forward.
Yes, I am criticizing him because he's risking his job.
But I don't think that's his job, is to keep his job. I truly don't.
Well, he
I
can't
think
do his job if he gets fired.
He won't do his job if he sets up the Giants for failure after this season.
But you're not incorrect. I do like the fact that he put the team first. My issue with the Giants' play this offseason was, where are you spending the money? You all right? Like, why couldn't you afford a more competent veteran quarterback like a Sam Darnold, like a Geno Smith that has more upside than Russell Wilson? Because it's not as if you're spending heap loads of cash on the weaponry. It's not like you're paying a franchise running back. You got two backs on rookie deals. You got that defensive line that's like 8 deep, but half of them are on rookie contracts still. You can afford. You didn't pay Xavier McKinney. You didn't pay Saquon Barkley. You ain't paying nobody.
Yeah, I guess so. They're still kind of strapped to some of the Daniel Jones money, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, yeah, a little bit of it, and that was their fault. And again, you're pro Giants, so I don't want to convolute this thing and go into a back and forth because we could do this all day. What team do you think made the worst NFL offseason gamble if it's not the New York Giants?
Well, then again, there's two different sides to this, because you kind of said the gamble is going to go wrong or the biggest gamble, because there were big swings taken during the NFL offseason. But the one that I guarantee will not go right is the Minnesota Vikings. And I alluded to Sam Darnold before this, because the Vikings won 14 games with Sam Darnold. And they said, you know what? How do we have the same amount of success for a whole lot less money and a whole lot more unknown. Oh, I don't know. Maybe we start the guy who was the captain and the quarterback of a run-first offense at Michigan, who's coming off an ACL tear. Why? Well, because he's a whole lot more cheap than Sam Darnold was, signing a mid-$30 million a year contract.
Wow.
They roll the dice more than anyone else in the NFL this offseason because you had the bird in the hand. You had Sam Darnold, who was good enough, and he was good for your system and was the 5th most productive quarterback statistically in the NFL last season, coming out of nowhere. And sure, it was nice that you got him on that, I'm assuming, veteran minimum contract. Kind of fell into your lap. It was not the plan going into last season. McCarthy got hurt during the preseason, so it was not Darnold QB1 all the way. This was not a New Orleans Saints situation. No. They stumbled into it and got the spoils of fortune by Sam Darnold playing very well and winning 14 games for the Minnesota Vikings. They didn't want to pay the piper. They didn't want to pay what it takes to have a competent quarterback that you don't have as many question marks on. They wanted McCarthy to start, and they sacrificed not paying Darnold for that.
You're right. But my only issue with that is Kevin O'Connell can win with anybody at quarterback. He's shown me that. He's shown Sam Darnold that. He's shown Josh Dobbs. Kevin O'Connell, I have so much faith in him. It doesn't feel like a risk when a guy like him or McVay or what's that guy's name? Shanahan. It doesn't feel like a risk when they punt on quarterback play because they just print another one, copy paste.
Yeah, I mean, Kirk Cousins was a good quarterback with the Washington Redskins at the time before he switched over.
Yeah,
he was a good quarterback. O'Connell didn't make him. I don't think he was the coach at that point when Kirk Cousins was acquired by the Vikings. And you make a whole lot about primetime failures or playoff failures of Kirk Cousins, but I don't think that you can turn anybody into a competent quarterback, any warm body, especially a quarterback who didn't really prove anything with his arm in college.
You're 100%, to me, you're 100% correct that Kirk was ready-made a bit, but I do think that the prospect of J.J. McCarthy, for some reason, was tantalizing to more people than one. Like, for some reason, he was tantalizing, and KOC sees something in him that I don't see, that you don't see, but I have to, at this point, just like I give the benefit of the doubt to Mike Tomlin, I give the benefit of the doubt to Kevin O'Connell because it seems like he gets it right more times than I do.
And they're saying, Dana Rossini, she's getting a lot of flack for this about reporting from Vikings camp. And this is reporting from about a week and a half, 2 weeks ago. But McCarthy apparently is being handled with kid gloves.
Yeah.
And
that's what you do.
Not when he's the second year in the organization.
Okay.
I don't care if
this?
he didn't play last year. You really got to treat the guy like an adult when it's year 2 with the system, and he's had plenty of time to warm up to being a Minnesota Viking.
Enough. How about that? You know what that means?
Uh-oh.
Yeah, you know what that means. You're in trouble, sir. You want to talk Vikings? How about a Teddy Two-A-Days on the Vikings? Since you're so low on them, since you think the gamble's not going to pay off, you don't believe in Kwesi, well, then let's talk about it then. The Minnesota Vikings last year. Teddy Two-A-Days, our NFL previews here on Theoretically Speaking. Theo, how did they finish last year, this team that C-Cat's so down on? Oh, I don't know. 14-3. Does that ring a bell? Huh? 14 wins, 3 losses. That's what that means, C-Cat. 14 wins, 3 losses. That's the team we're talking about right now.
I hear Samuel Darnold. That's who I hear when you say that.
Let's talk about Sam Darnold then. Because last year's finish obviously was a finish that happened in the wild card round against the Los Angeles Rams, and it was not pretty. Sam Darnold lost generational money in the span of 8 days in a way in which I don't think I've seen a player do in my lifetime watching sports. He was being talked about as a $55 million quarterback. That was the market for Sam Darnold literally on January 5th, the morning of January 5th. Unfortunately, the Vikings played the Lions that night for the 1 seed in the NFC in Week 18, and Sam Darnold, he darnold all over himself. And then 8 days later, January 13th, against the Rams, back-to-back stinkers from Sammy, and he ends up with the Seahawks. But I do think it is worth noting one pivotal thing about those 2 games, and I'm going to get to that later as I preview the Vikings for 2025. How about we talk about their biggest offseason moves that they made? Big Kwesi in the front office.
Number 3.
Number 3 is letting Sam Darnold walk for nothing. We thought they might franchise him and trade him. We thought that they might re-sign him, but they believe in J.J. McCarthy, so therefore they let him walk out the door. And also, let's relook at that Seahawks contract. Not a lot invested in him past the first year. They just drafted a quarterback as well in Jalen Milroe. We'll see how much faith and how long of a leash he'll have in Seattle.
Number 2.
Off-season moves for the Minnesota Vikings. How about beefing up the offensive line? They go and sign Will Fries, former Colts guard, and then they go and get Donovan Jackson, a guard out of Ohio State, in the first round. So you're beefing up the interior of that offensive line. And here's the most slept-on move the Vikings made.
Number 1.
They went out and got a second running back to follow up with Aaron Jones. 2 things happened to the Vikings last year. The run game fell off a bit, and the offensive line got banged up. They went out and got Jordan Mason, the man who was the savior of the 49ers season, but mostly the savior of a lot of guys' fantasy football season. They went and got him to be a number 2 to spell Aaron Jones, a veteran, and I think the Vikings are going to lean in on the run game. C-Cat, you said that they're handling J.J. McCarthy with baby gloves, right?
Yep.
That's how you do that with a young quarterback. You beef up the line, and you invest in the run game.
No, I like dropping the quarterback in the deep end of the pool. You sink or swim, pal.
Well, you might end up with Josh Rosen. You might end up with Sam Darnold Part 1.
And maybe the biggest offseason move that the Vikings make hasn't happened yet, because reports out of camp are saying that they're shopping for a veteran wide receiver because of small injury concern with Justin Jefferson and Jordan Addison suspended several games.
Well, here's the thing. That's what makes me go to the fan feeling wheel, and we're going to spin the fan feeling wheel, and I'm going to tell you exactly how fans are feeling out in Minneapolis right now, the Twin Cities. Twin City action. Oh, what's that? Anxious. You know, anxiety's not always bad. That means you're thinking heavily about something. Something is weighing heavily on your mind. Fans are anxious about this season because they're wondering, what is J.J. McCarthy going to be when the bullets are flying? They're wondering, is J.J. McCarthy going to have his number 1 option in Justin Jefferson? Also, what can Kwesi do about filling out this wide receiver room? They drafted a 3rd-round receiver out of Maryland. Last time they did that, he turned into Stephon Diggs. I wonder what Ty ends up being. But I think Vikings fans right now are just feeling a bit anxious. They just want the games to start, because the last 2 times they saw their Vikings, the quarterback play was so bad that they probably cut their TVs off by halftime. Let's get to the Teddy Tiers. The Teddy Tiers is where we rank each team. We group them up in 5 different sections based on where we feel they have a real opportunity of placing in 2025. The number 1 spot is the Big Steppers. Number 2, the nominees. Number 3 is the fun guys. Number 4 is the scrappy dogs, the New York Jets right there. And then number 5 is no motion. The Browns are the only team that have no motion right now. So as I look to tier the Vikings, how about you click that Vikings logo for me and drag that thing up past no motion. No. They're better than scrappy dogs, even though their quarterback is kind of one. Are they fun guys? Are they? Put them in the nominees, damn it. Put them in the nominees. Kevin O'Connell is going to have this team ready to go. This is a 14-win team last year with Sam Darnold that just beefed up the line, improved their run game. I'm not too concerned with that wide receiver room. They will figure it out. There are some deep, young options in that wide receiver room. KOC calls a good offense. That is a team that will be there at the end of the day. Coming out of an NFC North division, they're going to be there at the end of the day. I'm not saying they have a chance to actually compete for a Super Bowl, but they make the playoffs this year. In fact, I look at their Hard Rock Bet win total, C-Cat. It is 8.5. My prediction for these Vikings, who beefed up the trenches on both sides, the offensive line and the defensive line, who are going to sneak up on folks, plus they have the number 1 option when it comes to receivers in Justin Jefferson. I don't want to hear about Jamar Chase. That guy's the best. 10-7. 10-7 for the Vikings.
You can't be a nominee and be 10-7.
You can. It's a tough division. They're going to make it in the wild card. They're not winning the division. But I think that team is going to be better than their record. That defense is absolutely sharp. Like, there's going to be some games they win just based on what Brian Flores does defensively. You know what? Scrap it then, C-Cat. You're right. That was too soft. 11-6.
Ooh.
11-6.
So
for the Minnesota Vikings. Give me the Vikings to pull something off this year, man.
What place in the division would you put them at? At 11 wins.
At 11 wins, last year 11 wins would only get you 3rd in division. Ask the Packers. And that's where I'm putting the Minnesota Vikings this year. That means somebody's got to fall off, and you'll find out next time on Teddy Two-A-Days who that will be. storyline coming out of the season, by the way, for the Vikings is J.J. McCarthy going to be the franchise quarterback for this team? Is he going to be a $50 million guy? Because remember, he's going into year 2 here. So once you wrap up year 2, year 3 is the prove it year, and that's when the team has to make a decision on you. I think he plays well enough to where they don't have to bring a new quarterback in. I do think he's going to have his stumbles, which will create a little bit of a question mark as to whether or not he's the guy for the future. He's not going to have a Sam Darnold level fumble, but it might be tough. And that was Teddy Two Days. One more note, though, on the Vikings last year, and I didn't get to it. People don't count for the fact that the offensive line was absolutely horrendous in those last 2 games, and Darnold was seeing ghosts again because, damn it, there was like 18 guys running at him every play. So let's taper your expectations for Darnold in Seattle, but also give that guy some grace. That line was horrendous down the stretch. Evan Cohen's next. He's coming up on Theoretically Speaking on the other side. We're going to ask him who he thinks was the biggest offseason gamble that might not work out in the NFL. That's CCAT. I'm Theo Dorsey. We're Theoretically Speaking on ESPN 106.3.
Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios. Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. This is ESPN 106.3.
At St. Lucie Battery and Tire, batteries came before tires. We've been selling and servicing all types of batteries for over 50 years. So when you need a battery for nearly anything, we have it, as well as the fast professional installation you need. We carry premium batteries for all your needs: automotive, commercial, marine, RV, and specialty. We also offer delivery and on-site installation, serving our customers quality products for over 50 years in the home of honest, reliable service. Go to slbt.com and book your next appointment.
In South Florida, when it's time to get back in the game, there's a name you need to know: HSS Florida. HSS ranked #1 in orthopedics for 15 years in a row by U.S. News and World Report. HSS brings world-class care to Palm Beach and Wellington. Whether it's a joint replacement, sports injury, or orthopedic trauma, HSS Florida treats athletes of all ages. Visit hss.edu/Florida to schedule your consultation today. HSS Florida, where champions and everyday people alike get the care they need to stay at the top of their game.
What's the Anajar and Levine difference? If you're the victim of a car crash, you will always speak to a lawyer. You'll always get the highest standard of care from our dedicated legal team, and we'll always fight to get you the maximum compensation you deserve. That's the Anajar and Levine difference. Call our legal team right now for a free consultation. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733. Don't wait. Call 1-800-747-FREE. In office, West Palm Beach.
Calling all sports fans, grab your MVP card and head to Duffy's where you can catch all of the action. Not an MVP? Sign up for free and start earning rewards today. Duffy's is voted the best sports grill year after year with their award-winning burgers and wings. Don't forget about Duffy's famous 2-for-1 drinks all day, every day. And with over 80 TVs in every location, you'll never miss a minute of the game. Visit Duffy'sMVP.com to learn more. Duffy's, our game is always on.
Hey, Steph Prince here, General Manager of ESPN West Palm, to tell you about a team that has meant a lot to me and this community for a long time. Bob and the team at Bradley Heating and Air Conditioning have been helping me stay cool for years, whether at home or in the office. And living in South Florida with 3 kids, I don't know what I'd do without them. Family owned and operated, serving Royal Palm Beach and beyond since 1980. Let the knowledgeable and trained team at Bradley help you with your residential and commercial needs, installation, repair, seasonal maintenance, upgrades of all makes and styles and models of HVAC equipment, and so much more. Bradley Heating and Air Conditioning does things right the first time and makes the process smooth, stress-free, and most importantly, keeps you cool. Give them a call at 561-793-7497. That's 561-793-7497 or bradleyair.com. Any need, big or small, trust the amazing team at Bradley Heating and Air Conditioning.
Attention, if you or anyone in your family has ever had any type of credit problem, stop what you're doing and listen closely. Greenway Kia of West Palm Beach is hosting a credit clinic today and tomorrow. Local bank representatives are on site and ready to offer special approvals to consumers who meet a few simple requirements. If you have a job bringing home just $350 a week, the credit clinic at Greenway Kia of West Palm Beach wants to approve you and get you driving home in a brand new Kia today. That's right. If you've got a job bringing home $350 weekly, Greenway Kia wants to say yes today. So what are you waiting for? Don't miss the Credit Clinic, happening only today and tomorrow at Greenway Kia of West Palm Beach. Visit greenwaykiawestpalmbeach.com for more details.
We want to see ya in a Greenway Kia.
Credit affects down payment and approval terms.
Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios, Theo Dorsey is theoretically speaking. Streaming live on YouTube, here's Theo Dorsey.
All righty. Let's get right to it. On a hump day, on a Wednesday, August 20th, we are 15 days out from the NFL season. And maybe, I want to say nobody better to talk than our next guest, but he's a great guy to talk some football with. We bring in now a brand new segment. This guy debuting on Theoretically Speaking, brand new, brand spanking new. Evan Cohen from Unsportsmanlike, 6 to 10 a.m., gracing the airwaves in ESPN West Palm. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the area. Can we show you around, Evan?
That was a great setup on so many levels. A lot of things that I picked up on there. But I will go to the first part, which is funny. I can't say there's nobody better to talk football with. Well, you're right. I would agree with you. Like, if you had me or Schefter on right now, I would choose Schefter, right? That would be more interesting.
He would have a little more intel into the season.
Yeah. Well, but I have a little bit more intel into Palm Beach County and the Treasure Coast, I will say.
That is true. And you connect with this audience like nobody has ever been able to do before, and maybe only CCAT has been close to doing since you have at least left here on a day-to-day basis. Yeah, CCAT's like that out here, man.
Mm-hmm.
He agrees.
Exactly. Explain what you mean on that one. Go ahead.
Connecting with the audience out here. So here's the thing. You got to remember, I'm like a Houstonian. I'm an outsider because people don't really respect my fandom in certain ways. But think about CCAT. Think about his fandoms. Think about the fact that he's an upstate New Yorker. He's a little quirky. He likes the Ravens. He likes the Yankees. He's a big baseball guy. CCAT has a beard. A lot of people in Palm Beach County and the Treasure Coast have beards. Like this guy, he connects with the audience like none other.
No, okay, wait a minute.
He's funny.
CCAT is interesting. So of the hosts on ESPN West Palm, who best represents Palm Beach County and the Treasure Coast and why is a fascinating thing, right?
Yeah.
I obviously know you're from Houston. I would say 90% of the people you meet probably think you're from Palm Beach County or South Florida in general because you rep the 561, the 772. You rep South Florida so well. And I feel like you rarely, if ever, not at a disrespect, but at a you don't talk about Houston all that much.
I don't talk about it enough.
No, I think you're doing the right thing. I'm just saying from an on-air perspective, I think you're Palm Beach County because I've seen you and I have been together, or I've seen you out and about on Palm Beach Island. I've seen you in Port St. Lucie. I've seen you in Riviera Beach, Boynton Beach, Delray. Like I'm sure you've covered Pahokee and Glade Central games, right?
Often.
Yeah. I feel like you are Palm Beach County Treasure Coast more than any other host on ESPN West Palm right now.
Wow.
You and I. I still have it.
You still have it. Literally the name. I don't have anything named after me. The studio that we sit in right now is named the Evan Cohen Studio. So you're still holding the throne there. I just mean also like CCAT, you agree. You're quirky. Like people hit the ESPN West Palm YouTube chat and side with CCAT on a lot of things just off the strength that he's CCAT. There's something about him.
As much as I enjoy a segment that's talking how great I am in front of Evan Cohen, I'm going to let you do all of the bidding for me. How about that?
No, CCAT, your fandom locationally is good for Palm Beach County and the Treasure Coast. There's so many people that are transplants from the Baltimore, D.C. area, and you're a Ravens fan. There's obviously tons of New Yorkers, and you're a Yankee fan. Where are you basketball? I don't even know where you are in terms of basketball.
Where Brooklyn at?
Mm-hmm. This is the second time he's dropped that today, by the way.
Chopped cheese.
Yeah.
Me and Biggie.
This is
a lot of people have Chris Wallace, Chris Cat. Yeah, a lot of people have said that.
Just right there, just side by side. Evan, by the way, in the YouTube chat, our guy Cody from Jupiter says Haslam is the GOAT. Let Evan Cohen said, no, I said that.
I agree with Cody and Jupiter. Absolutely agree with that.
And do you still recall the time I had an awkward exodus in my meeting with Udonis Haslam? C-Cat and I were doing a show from Heat Media Day, and as Haslam was walking out live on our radio show, by the way, on the live stream, you can see the video of him walking behind us. And I'm like, yo, what up, UD? He's like, oh, what's up, man? I said, I know Evan Cohen. And he's just like, he was like, oh, he's a great dude. I like working with him. And then he got the hell out of there. And now he'll never respect me. Because I just feel like Evan
it's one of the great moments of my life, even though it was embarrassing for you. Just that I got name dropped to UD is an awesome moment.
It kind of matches the athlete to radio host interaction as Drake May getting drafted to the New England Patriots, where Evan decided to take it upon himself to make sure Drake May knew that I'm a Patriots fan. Oh, okay.
Well, C-Cat, if that's all I did, that would be fine. When I hugged him and I got removed from the draft, that got a little weird.
Hands off.
What? Yeah. Were you just caught up in the moment? Sometimes your fandom does come out. So my wife and I, we were watching the Chiefs, the Kingdom documentary thing.
Oh, good. I'm like 4 episodes in. It is so good. I know you're a Chiefs fan, so probably the inner workings you know more than I do. But some of the inner workings I knew kind of. I didn't know all of. It is so good. People can get it on ESPN Plus, but tomorrow we have the direct-to-consumer coming out with ESPN, the ESPN app that's like has everything right there. You'll be able to get the Kingdom. It is phenomenal. If you're a football fan, if you like behind-the-scenes stuff, let me just put it this: how many episodes in before you tell your story? Sorry, Theo.
I'm only 3 episodes in.
So you've seen this.
Yeah.
For anyone who's seen the movie Draft Day, Vontae Mack, no matter what,
I love this.
Actually has a role in the drafting of Patrick Mahomes. This is not a joke. I will tease it that way. Theo, back me up on this.
That was my favorite part so far.
I could not believe this actually happened.
Yeah. That was legitimately my favorite part of it. And that was like, because you're right. A lot of these things I knew, a lot of these things I don't know.
Right.
That nugget that they did with the draft day reference, I thought was amazing, and it is compelling, and I'm so glad it worked out because now we get to see that story.
And the other thing that I thought was really well done by them, they found a way, and it wasn't a stretch, to tie the global impact of Taylor Swift to the intentions of the original owner of the team, and Lamar Hunt, whose son Clark now runs the team. They found a way to actually say, and not by way of a stretch, that Lamar Hunt's goal was to accomplish what Taylor Swift has accomplished for the Chiefs. I will do a big picture like that. Also, you know what I was impressed by? Because I know a lot of the backstory from personal connections to the family, not me with the family, me with the connection to the family. I was impressed they went into the Andy Reid like family stuff.
Yeah.
That had to happen. And I wonder if there's 2 things that family-wise that were tragedies. They got through one. I've only seen the first 3 or 4 episodes. They got through one. I want to see if they do the other, but they didn't shy away from some. And they did the Javon Belcher tragedy, the murder-suicide.
That they talked about the Kareem Hunt stuff a little bit.
They
like
cannot avoid this stuff. Kudos to them, because if you're going to paint the Kingdom, this era of football, see, everybody listening and watching right now understands that when you're talking about these iconic teams over a span of time, and you're going to tell the story of how they got there, what happened before, what happened during, you got to tell the story. You can't just leave stuff out. And to their credit, that I don't believe, maybe I'm wrong, Theo, I don't believe they've left anything out from what I've seen. Like, they're going at everything.
Not at all. The one thing that I haven't seen them broach as much is the Mahomes family ancillary issues.
Yeah.
Which I wonder if they feel like because it is not directly like under the Chiefs hood, it is very separate from the because they talked about Kareem Hunt, they talked about Andy Reid because it kind of impacted a lot of stuff.
I didn't realize that Andy's tragedy with his son passing was at the same time as the murder-suicide that happened in the parking lot of the Chiefs facility. I didn't remember that was the same time.
Yeah, that was an
both tragedies, but I didn't remember that.
Right, and that's just parts of the eye-opening things you'll see in the kingdom. And you're right, both of us have not finished it. I'm excited to see the rest of it. And like you said, the ESPN direct to consumer is right around the corner. Perfect timing.
Wait, I'm sorry. I interrupted you once again, and I took us down a path that both you and I could go forever. You were saying when you and your wife were watching the Chiefs documentary.
Oh, so when we were watching the Kingdom, watching the Chiefs documentary, now I lost my train of thought on that.
Oh, bad job by me. I'll take the hit on that.
Yeah, you do this all the time. It was dang it, I forgot what the heck we were even talking about before we got into that. But I do know that it was very fun watching it with her, and also like kind of filling in some of those gaps for both of us on the creation of that, seeing how the AFL and NFL merged and how much the Hunts had to play in that. Absolutely compelling stuff. Evan Cohen joining us here from Unsportsmanlike. 6 to 10 a.m. with Chris Canty and Michelle Smallman, weekdays right here on ESPN 106.3 and always on Wednesdays here on Theoretically Speaking as well. Evan, I'm curious on your behalf. We were talking about this before you joined. NFL teams that took big swings this offseason that won't work out. NFL teams that took gambles this offseason that won't work out. CCAT says it's specifically the Vikings leaning in on J.J. McCarthy and letting Sam Darnold walk. You had a 14-win team. You were in the playoffs. You're giving all that up for this rookie. I think that it more so to me is the Giants brass letting their jobs be on the line, and the quarterbacks to get them there are Jackson Dart and Russell Wilson. I think that's a big risk that will not pay off for Brian Daboll and Joe Shane. Who do you think in the NFL took the biggest swing that's going to be whiffing at the ball when the season kicks off?
Can I react to what you said and then give you mine on this? Because I think, So let's go with the first one. You said the Vikings quarterback situation, right? So basically the Vikings QB situation, because what I was going to give you is the Seahawks, which ties into the Vikings. Are we sure that letting go of Geno Smith for Sam Darnold is definitely going to work?
It's a downgrade to me.
Okay. So what's interesting is the reason I say that is Geno is a short thing there. I also love personally the concept of Geno handing off to another quarterback, because I've made this up about Geno Smith, South Florida guy. I've made this up, and I may be wrong. In my head, everything he's been through as a quarterback, you draft Jalen Milroe, he's all invested in making sure that Jalen Milroe is next up. And if they need to ever switch jobs, I could see them switching jobs. Like, all right, Jalen, you're the guy. I'll be a great backup for the next 5 years for you. In my head, I could see him doing that. I don't know why. I don't see Sam Darnold doing that because I also don't think Sam Darnold should do that at this point in his career. And I think either way, Sam Darnold or Geno Smith, neither one of them is really your franchise quarterback. So, okay, so I was going to give you that. What's interesting is CCAT gives you the Vikings in many ways for the same reason. You disrupted your sure thing. Now, you said about the Giants. So you said they're rolling the dice with Jackson Dart and Russell Wilson.
Yeah.
Why did you not bring up Jameis Winston?
He's there, but I do think that if Jameis Winston starts taking steps for you, you know your season has gone wrong because you want.
Stop there.
Yeah.
Okay. Why is Jameis Winston treated the way he's treated? He was the number 1 overall pick in the draft. He is never brought up as a bust. Ever. We never hold it. We hold Baker Mayfield's feet to the fire. We hold Kyler Murray's feet to the fire. We have already started to hold Caleb Williams' feet to the fire. We have held Bryce Young's feet to the fire. All of those guys. Well, let's say Kyler, who I'm not a fan of, Bryce Young on field, Young, and Caleb Williams. Those 3. All of them still could be infinitely better than Jameis Winston, Florida State. And yet, because Jameis Winston is quirky and funny, he's got a pass too, oh, by the way. But because he's quirky and funny, we somehow ignore that he was the number 1 overall pick in the draft, and it's okay that he's been on a million teams, but not okay that Baker was on a million teams? Or that Caleb may not have been as good in year 1 as Jaden Daniels? We just ignore the critique of that guy. You went after 3rd-round pick Russell Wilson, who's going to be a Hall of Famer, and crap it on him when Jameis is sitting right there behind him.
He's really funny. It's good PR.
Right.
That's how PR works. We're in the communications biz. You get it.
Right. Whoever does Jameis Winston's PR, Everyone in the world should hire that person. It's unbelievable.
You're so right. When you said it, I was just about to say, why would I have expectations on Jameis Winston? And you reminded me he was a number 1 overall pick and a prodigy coming out of Florida State, because his freshman year, I think he went 80 games without incompletion. Like, he was a dog.
And he was blind.
Yes, he was blind for most of the
No, I'm not even making fun. I'm saying I would never make fun. He couldn't see.
The LASIK. Yeah, he had to get LASIK.
He could not. He had to squint. He was partially blinded and still was undefeated and a national champion. But I have never seen a person at this point in the NFL get more of a pass and just ignored than Jameis Winston. It's unbelievable. Marcus Mariota is considered more of a bust than Jameis, and Marcus was drafted behind him. Caleb Williams, is he a bust? No. Is Jameis Winston? Hell yeah. How many teams has Jameis Winston been on? The Bucks, the Saints, the Browns, the Giants. I feel like I'm forgetting one. That's 4.
I think that's it. But yeah, I think that's it. The Saints, the Bucks, the Browns, the Giants. That is, yeah.
He's never even considered a starter. No one ever brings him in to start.
So what's your gamble then? What's your gamble that's not going to work out? He's 31 years old.
I said the Seahawks situation.
Oh, the Seahawks. Oh, yeah. And you know what? I understand that, because I do think the Seahawks also have a really good roster and a good defensive a good defensive front. I like McDonald and everything. I think that's not going to work out for 2 reasons. Number one, the 49ers are going to bounce back in a strong way with that schedule.
That's what I believe. I totally agree with you.
And then I do think that Sam Darnold can be good, but he is definitely a downgrade from Geno Smith. Evan, appreciate you pulling up on this Wednesday, man. And we will chop it up with you again next week. And hopefully by then, I'll see if I can make up some ground on CCAT, his connection with the audience here, and my aspirations to be just like him.
Quick, Evan, if your barber says, "I love you" when you're walking out the door, how do you respond?
Okay, can I tell you something?
Uh-oh.
I had a weird situation within the last few months with my barber. They showed me a picture of myself. I never told them I was on TV. And they took a picture of me on TV, and they start now taking pictures of me as I'm in the barbershop. And I still go there, and I bring my son there, and I've been there 2 days in a row because I went 2 nights ago. I don't usually make an appointment. I just walk in. It's a barbershop. That's what you're supposed to do. Yeah. And they didn't have any availability. And then last night I went in there. So I always think about it. And then the guy who took a picture of me, I'm always a little bit tentative to then go in his chair. But I also I feel very weird about choosing. So I always go with you whatever you guys want. Is that wrong to do?
Yes, you're a TV star and you're over here getting the whatever you guys want treatment at the barbershop.
I do whatever you want. Yeah.
Yeah, you need to be setting up. You need to be in love with your barber like CCAT is.
Wait, he said it to his barber, or the barber said it to him?
Well, the barber said it first. I haven't found out what CCAT said afterwards.
Why is the barber saying "I love you"?
Listen, we had a good heart-to-heart talking about housing situations, and he was incarcerated for a while. And, we just kind of, in that 45 minutes, he took it upon himself while I'm walking out the door after I send my payments. He goes, "Hey, man, catch you next time. Love you, bro."
No, love you, bro is different than love you. Don't you think, Theo?
It softens the blow. Love you, bro, softens the blow like an LOL at the back end of a passive-aggressive text.
How about love you, man? It might have been man.
Love you, man.
No, because love you, bro, you're spelling LUV and not LOVE.
Yes. If he just said, "Hey, Cat, I love you."
Theo, I'm not playing that out. The barber on the way out. See, Cat, I love you.
Yeah. Then you might have to take him on a movie date. Get your other buddy. Evan, appreciate your time.
I've had multiple people at ESPN West Palm in serious moments say "I love you" to me. I'm just telling you.
You're a lovable guy, Evan. You're a lovable guy. I get it. Yeah, you're a lovable guy. Out here, at least you are. Appreciate you, Evan. Y'all can catch it like 6:00 every morning. We'll see if Smalls and Canty give him "I love you" as well. He deserves them. I know he won't get one from Pat Costello, the producer who pulled up on us and settled the beef just last week. But he deserves an "I love you" from that Unsportsmanlike crew. They do a great job. How about this? Let's give out some money.
Yes.
Let's give out some money. Theoretically trivia. Call in right now. You know the rules. Kate's going to come in. He's going to ask some questions. We're going to answer them. And if you pick the right winner, you get a $25 gift card to Duffy Sports Grill. Call in right now. 888-760-3776. 888-760-3776. Call in and you can win. All you got to do is choose between C-Cat and Theo Dorsey on who's going to win Theoretically Trivia. Tap in with the good people. Get in line. C-Cat will pick you. You pick your fighter. And we will settle this on the other side here on Theoretically Speaking. Again, the number to call in for Theoretically Trivia, 888-760-3776. 888-760-3776. That is the number to the Baptist Health Hotline. That's the number to call in and win. He's C-Cat. I'm Theo Dorsey. Theoretically Trivia next on ESPN 106.3.
Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios. Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. This is ESPN 106.3.
Canes fans, mark your calendars. The season kicks off Sunday, August 31st at 7:30 p.m. with a primetime showdown against Notre Dame at Hard Rock Stadium, followed by 3 September home games against Bethune-Cookman, University of South Florida, and the Florida Gators. Tickets are moving fast. Don't wait. Grab your seats now at MiamiHurricanes.com/football tickets. That's MiamiHurricanes.com/football tickets. Get yours before they're gone.
The annual Boca Raton Bowl ABC Supply Company Great Chefs Tailgate Showcase heats up on Wednesday, September 10th from 6 to 8:30 p.m. Join me, Theo Dorsey, at Boca Raton Innovation Campus in Boca Raton as dozens of local chefs, breweries, and cocktail masters serve up their favorite tailgate classics. Tickets are on sale now. It includes all food samplings, beer, wine, cocktails, and soft drinks. Visit spiritofgivingnetwork.org/events to purchase your tickets today.
Summer's winding down, and we know you want to enjoy what's left of it. But before you celebrate this Labor Day weekend, plan ahead and know all your options. If you drink, don't get behind the wheel. Instead, designate a sober driver or catch a ride service. And if you are the designated sober driver, commit to staying sober. Celebrate responsibly and remember to drive sober or get pulled over. This message brought to you by the Florida Department of Transportation.
The sounds of summer are all around us, whether it's an epic pool party or that road trip you've always dreamed of. The one sound that's there for every summer moment? The sound of an ice-cold Coca-Cola. This summer, pick up a Coke at your closest retailer and enjoy. Brought to you by Coke Florida, your local Coca-Cola bottler, serving local communities for 10 years.
Saturday, August 23rd at 6 p.m. is Baseball, Brews, and Boom at Roger Dean Chevrolet Stadium, presented by Southern Eagle Distributing. For $35 in advance and $40 at the gate, fans 21 and older can enjoy the craft beer tasting event from 5 to 7 p.m. with burger and chips included, plus post-game fireworks. To find out more information about the event and to purchase tickets, stop by the ticket office or visit RogerDeanChevroletStadium.com.
Hi, Kevin Dalton here from the Unlimited Auto Wash Clubs. Time to start getting your ride ready for summer. Stop by the Unlimited Auto Wash Clubs and try out one of our best wash packages, the Ultimate Plus. It gives you everything your car needs, inside and out, including our ceramic graphene coating. Or try one of our unlimited monthly plans, starting as low as $34.95 a month, or with inside and out plus tire shine starting as low as $49.95 a month. Visit any one of our 6 convenient locations or call 561-WASH-ME-TOO.
Lytle, Ryder, Smith, Ivy, and Fronrath, proudly representing the residents of South Florida since 1985, and proud supporter of Inter Miami on ESPN West Palm. Lytle, Ryder, Smith, Ivy, and Fronrath has attorneys across South Florida ready to fight for your rights. They've recovered billions for their clients, and you won't pay anything unless you win your case. If you have been injured, call the attorneys at Lytle, Ryder, Smith, Ivy, and Fronrath, 561-867-4117, or online at foryourrights.com. Main office in West Palm Beach.
The season is kicking off. Keep your home in the win column with EDS Air Conditioning. Right now, qualified customers can score 0% interest for 60 months on a brand new AC. Hot streaks belong on the field, not in your living room. With over 800 Google reviews and a 4.8-star rating, EDS is trusted as the MVP, and it has been since 2006. Visit EDSIsyes.com today. Kick off your game day comfort and don't sweat the small stuff.
Anajar and Levine.
Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
ESPN 1063.
WESP Jupiter, a Good Karma Brands radio station. Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios, Theo Dorsey is theoretically speaking. Streaming live on YouTube, here's Theo Dorsey.
It is that time, baby. $25 gift card to Duffy Sports Grill can be yours if you're one of our contestants on the phone line. C-Cat's going to give us our contestants, but first I want to welcome in Cade Chumslin, who brings the Theoretically Trivia. And Cade, what is our topic for today?
So I was a little inspired by one of my favorite trivia websites, and they do this category where they take a movie or they take a plot of something and they give it a bad description. So to spin it sports style, it's Super Bowls based on their bad descriptions.
Super Bowls based on their bad descriptions. I like it.
Bad as in negative or bad as in inaccurate?
Convoluted?
Twisted. Yeah. Weird. Never would say it like that.
It's going to be tough. We'll see how we work it out. We'll see how we do, but let's see what our contestants, let's see who our contestants think will do better.
So caller number 1, he gets to choose between Theo and myself, C-Cat, on who he thinks is going to win. And caller number 1 is Dave in Lake Worth. Dave, you heard the topic. You heard your options. Who are you going to choose on Theoretically Trivia?
I'm going to go with C-Cat.
All right, Dave. Your funeral, man. All right.
I'm one of the people. What can I say?
Forgot. You know what, Dave? You know what? I appreciate your confidence in the cat, man. He needs it.
And then we have caller number 2 who is stuck with Theo. Yeah. It's Thomas in Palm Beach Gardens. Do you like your chances, Thomas?
I do.
That's what I'm talking about, Thomas. You know what? My little brother's middle name is Thomas. So is my grandpa. So me and Thomas, we locked in. All right. Thomas is a great name.
I would have accepted that rationale if your brother's name was Thomas.
Middle name.
That my brother's middle name is Thomas.
My middle name is Theo. So maybe one day he'll...
Wow, Theo Dorsey. That's crazy. All right, Cade, what we got going?
All right, here we go. Super Bowl bad descriptions. You guys know how to buzz in.
Yep. C-Cat's the hike. Theo's the whistle. And we get 5 questions, 6 if we need the bonus. And first the buzz in gets the answer.
Let's make it happen. Even in a dome, tribal leaders get attacked by aerial forces.
What year or the teams?
The teams. Describe the Super Bowl. The teams mainly.
So this was Dyson getting tackled at the 1-yard line. This was the greatest show on turf. I don't even know. Titans, Rams. What was it?
Let me... Real quick context, everything is post-2000. That was 99. Sorry, that was part of the description. That's my fault. Okay. Everything is a post-2000.
I wouldn't have had it either ways. Theo, what's yours?
Okay, I'm going to go with this past Super Bowl that we just came off of, Eagles-Chiefs.
That is correct.
Yes.
Okay, let's run that one again.
Yeah.
So the description was
again?
What?
Even in a dome, tribal leaders get attacked by aerial forces.
Aerial forces, Eagles. Tribal leaders, Chiefs,
okay.
Eagles. And the Eagles attacked the Chiefs in this one, so that's why I went with last year's.
Okay.
59 that was?
Yes, sir.
All right, I got my feet up.
Cool.
I'm good.
See?
Let's go.
All right, cool. W Sports Grill.
Now we're all familiar with the wordage here. Here we go. A revered veteran in his final moments avoids...
I'm going to go with Broncos Panthers.
Wow! Didn't even let me finish the sentence.
He's the only one that walked off with the Super Bowl, but except Elway
doesn't happen very often, man.
Yeah, I think it's just him and Elway. Yeah.
All right. So
very good.
What was the rest of the hint, Caden?
A revered veteran in his final moments avoids a hairball coughed up by a cat.
I like it. All right, that was good. I like that a lot.
1-1.
Neck and neck.
Oh, here we go. A battle for Larry Bird's Nuggets turned into singing.
Okay.
All right, Theo.
What does that mean?
Who's battling for Larry Bird's Nuggets?
Yeah, I was about to say, I screwed this up. I'm going to go with the 49ers Chiefs.
Incorrect.
All right. I would like the question
you can finish
mentioned again.
The full one. Yeah. A battle for Larry Bird's Nuggets turned into singing Baby When the Lights Go Out.
Damn it.
Ravens 49ers?
Correct.
Hey, now. That last part was
crucial.
That was
it. It was very crucial.
What was the rationale with Larry Bird's Nuggets?
Golden Nuggets? I'm thinking, yeah.
You guys remember the commercial when Joe Flacco and Colin Kaepernick are stuck and they're fighting. They're playing horse.
Oh, I don't remember
for each other's McDonald's nuggets.
No, I don't remember
that.
It
was a 2-part commercial.
I probably knew it 5
that.
years ago, and that memory's been replaced with something else. That's probably what I
It's a
probably
great
ate a really
explanation of
good
how-
burger in
Yeah.
like North Florida, and that's what now I remember.
That's a great explanation of how memories work.
Understood.
Frontal lobe.
All right, here we go. 2-1 in favor of CCAT. 2 questions left. Nobody in stripes gets along. The prodigal son blows a knee. Hurry up, the baby's on the way.
Wow.
Bengals Rams.
That is correct,
come on now.
CCAT.
The prodigal son was OBJ. That was the hint that gave it to me.
Prodigal son is OB. Is that his nickname?
No.
This is a bad. Yeah, that's a win. Thank you very much. That's 3 W's for your boy.
Yeah. What is that? Why is he the prodigal
Nobody
son?
in stripes
I
gets
mean,
along.
he was the hot shot in New York, then goes to Cleveland and lays an egg, then goes to LA, and
Okay.
would have won Super Bowl MVP in my opinion.
And how many ACL or knee blowouts do you recall in the Super Bowl?
That he blew his knee in the Super Bowl. That's what it is. Okay, yes. Okay, great. That makes sense. And the stripes, I was like, okay, that might be. I thought you were talking about the referees at that point, but that was a good
No,
win.
it was, yes. The Bengals in the referees. Remember, there were like 2 back-to-back controversial calls at the end of that game.
Yeah, well, that wasn't. You know what? The Bengals, they deserve to not get along with the refs because they're scrubs.
Do we want one
like
more
you
or
see,
no?
Kat.
We are against it time-wise,
Yeah,
so we will instead celebrate with the winner of a $25 Duffy's gift card, Dave! What's up, Dave?
Hey, man. Thanks, CCAT.
You're going to get your gift card. Our marketing team will contact you, and that's a victory for one Christian Cat. Maybe the voice and the face of Palm Beach County and the Treasure Coast.
Sure seems like
a lot
it
of
now.
people are saying that. I mean, you kind of made your bed and you're laying in it, pal.
Golly. You know what sucks about this the most is like we just got a new intern class today, and now they're gonna think that you just dominate me at trivia.
Day one.
This is day one for them. They're like, oh, this CCAT guy, really smart, really astute. He's a trivia genius. Theo sucks. Don't believe this stuff, new interns. This is his first win, or I guess third straight win? Second straight win. Thanks, Kate, for the questions. Congrats to Harold and wherever the hell he was. Theoretically speaking on ESPN 106.3.
Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios. Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. This is ESPN 106.3. Wing Wednesday. Brought to you by Hurricane Grill and Wings. 30 bold flavors, ice-cold beer, handcrafted cocktails. Your home for sports is Hurricane Grill and Wings. Find your spot at hurricanewings.com.
Tired of being sidelined by a sports injury? Get back in the game with Baptist Health Orthopedic Care. Whether you're a professional athlete or even a weekend warrior, you can get back to doing what you love with our compassionate orthopedic team. Experience a new level of care and get back to your best. Welcome to being treated like a pro. Make an appointment today at baptisthealth.net/ortho or call 833-556-6764.
Attention business owners, the next several months are going to be super busy. Why not let us take some of the burden off of you? Get the help you need from Intelligent Office in Palm Beach Gardens. Professional live receptionists to answer, screen, and forward all of your calls to you live. Why do you need a virtual assistant? No high salaries, no holidays or sick pay, no call-outs, no turnover, and no additional equipment. Call 561-472-8400 or visit intelligentoffice.com to learn more how we can help you streamline your day.
Welcome into the Kaiser Sports Update. I'm Kate Chumsland. The Seahawks volleyball team completed the Palm Beach Juniors Classic over the weekend with a record of 2-2. After dropping both games on Friday, Kaiser got back on track with a pair of sweeps on Saturday. 2024 second team All-Sun selection Isabella Steffel led the team in kills with 34 for the weekend. Also big contributions from Cece Warsham, Mackenzie Bennett, and freshman Aubrey Valcourt, who clocked 24 kills and 5 blocks. The wins also mark the first victories for first-year head coach Dan Berggren. On the docket for this week, volleyball is in action at the Palm Beach Juniors 6-team round robin, and women's soccer kicks off their season at home on Saturday against Texas A&M Texarkana. For more times and tickets on all Kaiser University athletic events, head to KUSeahawks.com.
The pink smoke is taking over South Florida. Listen to Lionel Messi, Luis Suarez, Sergio Busquets, and Jordi Alba and Inter Miami in their pursuit of an MLS Cup all season long right here on ESPN 106.3.
Messi, left foot, in on Guzan, tipped it up and over, it's a goal! Lionel Messi is on the board!
Listen to it all on the ESPN South Florida app, brought to you by PNC Bank, Audi, and Lytle, Ryder, Smith, Ivy, and Fronrath.
Touchdown! Racetrack is proud to support our local high school football teams. Whether it's Friday night lights or tailgate parties, Racetrack has whatever gets you going to fuel all the gridiron excitement this fall. Grab your favorite snacks, crispy chips, delicious Nathan's hot dogs, sweet treats, or our house-made pizza slices. Don't forget to quench your thirst with a variety of ice-cold drinks. Racetrack, your one-stop shop to fuel your football Fridays.
What if every use of your debit card turns spare change into something meaningful, like growing your savings and supporting local community causes? With Flagler Credit Union's Impact Checking with Everyday Change, your spare change can have big impact. Each transaction can be rounded up to grow your savings and support nonprofits that provide meals, shelter, and essential services locally. Make an impact in your life and in your community. Open your Impact Checking account today. Insured by NCUA, official credit union of Florida Atlantic University Athletics.
The Cognizant Classic in the Palm Beaches returns February 25th through March 1st, 2026. To show our appreciation for our fans and community, we're offering the lowest available ticket prices for a limited time. Enjoy the beautiful Palm Beach weather and watch PGA Tour players compete in your backyard at PGA National Resorts. These exclusively priced tickets are on sale now through August 25th at thecognizantclassic.com/ESPN.
Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios.
The man your man could smell.
Theo Dorsey is theoretically speaking.
But are you a different animal and the same beast?
Streaming live on YouTube.
You're gonna break up with me because of what I do on the radio?
Here's Theo Dorsey.
Good people. This is Theoretically Speaking. It is a hump day. It is Wednesday, August 20th. We are 15 days out from the kickoff of the NFL season, 4 days out from the kickoff of college football. I am fresh off of a visit to camp at FAU where I checked out those Owls in person, chopped it up with a couple of the coaches, some of the players. They're excited for the season. Year one under Kitley. Year one. He's 34 years old. I think youngest coach at that level. And he'll be head coaching those FAU Owls this year. Big shout out to Ken Levicka, voice of the Owls. He'll be covering all of that stuff for you guys throughout the season. But that's how you know I'm excited, man. Football season's right around the corner. Seacat's on the other side of the glass on the ones and the twos. Tina's right here. The Owls open the season in College Park at the University of Maryland. That's a big game for Kitley to kick off his head coaching tenure at for those FAU Owls. So I'm excited to see how that goes as well. Tina.
Terps fans won't show up. They're not good football fans.
Really?
Yeah. Experienced it firsthand. Penn State took over that stadium when the last time I made that road trip from State College, PA to Maryland. Nobody's going to be at that game that is not an FAU Owl fan. I'll tell you what. There's going to be more Owls fans there in College Park than Terp fans. Bold claim.
I can't disagree with you on that because I have no experience around like Terps football, but it's Big Ten football now, which is really weird to say as well.
What do you mean, like right now? They've been in the Big Ten for a minute now.
They're still an ACC team to me, man.
How about you, Tina? What does Maryland identify with you?
Nothing for me, but go Owls.
I like their flag. I like the little turtles.
It's good.
Terrapin.
I like a state that owns their flag and promotes their flag. I think that's cool.
That's Texas.
Yeah, I guess so. Texas does that. Colorado does that a little bit.
Not I guess so. So. It is.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Yeah. What up, Tina?
Hey, what's up?
Welcome to the happy hour.
Thanks.
Are you parched? Would you happen to be parched on this hump day?
I'm always parched when it gets about 3 o'clock during the day.
Tina's thirsty.
It's cocktail of the day. Yeah, she's thirsty. It's cool.
I saw Freakier Friday at the movie theater, which I think that was the first time I was at the movies in years.
Did you get the novelty popcorn bucket and or drink?
No, I did not. I didn't get anything.
You're missing out.
You might as well have not gone.
I just brought in, I went to a 5:10
movie right after work. Me and one of our teammates went. So I didn't need popcorn. I didn't need a drink. I just brought in my Stanley Cup water bottle and I was fine. But I saw Freakier Friday. Great nostalgic movie for me, as Freaky Friday was huge when I was in, my young girl era.
Yes, it's a good movie.
The buzz from that movie is not coming from the content of the movie, but rather the contents of Jamie Lee Curtis's body right now. I don't know if you've seen this.
No.
She put out a promotional video with a very, 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 very deep V-neck.
Okay.
And letting it all hang out.
I have seen that. That's Jamie Lee Curtis?
Uh-huh. You wouldn't have guessed it, would you?
That's why I saw something about Freaky Friday in that picture, and she's like, she didn't used to look like that, right?
Well, in the movie, because she switches bodies with a teenager, high schooler, her chest is out there a lot, and she's in some tight dresses and some
that's her thing
risky. No, it was just in the movie because she's switching bodies with
the little,
high schooler.
Yeah, with a high schooler. It makes sense, I guess. Yeah.
And the high schooler that she switches bodies with, I don't want to give too much away. She's very into fashion.
Nice.
So she cuts up all of her clothes to make it very more her style, and her chest is a little out there.
She's like, oh, here it is.
Yeah.
Here it is. This is
she looks amazing though. So does Lindsay Lohan.
Freaky Friday indeed.
Yes. We're actually asking around in the office because my Duffy's MVP of the week, spoiler,
is Jamie Lee Curtis?
Is Lindsay Lohan and Jamie Lee Curtis.
That's
and
two
we
people.
started talking about the movie in the office, and we were saying, who in the office would you want to switch with?
Switch bodies with.
Yeah.
Oof. Okay, well,
we can all think about that and maybe give our answer after my cocktail.
All right, we'll give it.
My cocktail today is the Lindsay Lohan cocktail.
Okay.
And it's some interesting ingredients. Some peach schnapps, some Jaeger, and then a dash of cranberry juice and a dash of cola.
Okay. Is this Lindsay Lohan created this cocktail herself, or is it just based on her?
I have no idea.
Is this based on a true story type thing?
The Lindsay Lohan cocktail is a cheeky nod to the celebrity persona, combining a sweet and fruity punch with a bit of a spicy kick, much like the actress's own public image.
Oh, nice. And speaking of public images, if you're watching us on YouTube at ESPN West Palm,
that's one of her outfits.
CCAT has put a picture of Jamie Lee Curtis up on the YouTube chat, and it's all out.
Yeah, she has a very similar outfit like that in the movie.
Yeah.
But she's in a tight dress in parts of the movie, and her chest is out there.
Very chesty woman.
Pushing 70.
She looks amazing.
70?
Yeah.
Wow.
She was like a teenage babysitter in the first Halloween movie.
Wow. I don't remember her being that much
Voluptuous?
older.
Oh.
No, I don't. Does your chest get bigger as you get older?
Not
In different ways.
Yeah.
Might cover more ground.
Or covers more ground. All right, but no. Back to Jamie Lee Curtis. She didn't look. I thought she was much younger in Freaky Friday that I saw growing up.
That was 2003.
That's 23 years. I mean, you don't.
She looked good for Freaky Friday.
Yeah.
Right, I guess.
Good for Lindsay Lohan. I feel like she disappeared from the public view for a while.
Didn't she shave her head?
Nah, that's Britney Spears.
Yeah.
Well, she could have did it too.
I
You
liked
just didn't know.
I liked Lindsay Lohan in The Parent Trap. That's my favorite
yes,
Lindsay Lohan flick.
Oh,
That's
wow.
a great movie.
This guy is, you real deep cut there. I like Lindsay Lohan in her most famous movie.
You know Meredith in The Parent Trap?
No, he doesn't.
The stepmom?
Yes.
Yeah.
She's in Freakier Friday.
Yeah, dude. You act like I don't know.
He's like,
I do know.
I liked Michael Jordan in that three-peat.
I mean, this is the movie that Tina brought up because this is in theaters right now.
I'm just saying, I like Lindsay Lohan in Parent Trap. Like, come
My
on, dude.
favorite role that she played.
Yeah. Okay. This guy, just low-hanging fruit, right? Like, at least try. At least when aren't you a part of the Nicki Minaj?
He's a Barbie.
The Barb. You're Barb. You're Barb. You have more deep cuts with Nicki Minaj than you do with Lindsay Lohan.
Lindsay Lohan is just a great name phonetically.
It's not even a real name.
Really?
I just made that up.
Oh.
What's our cocktail of the day? The Lindsay Lohan cocktail is brought to us by Duffy Sports Grill, because you can get 2-for-1s at Duffy Sports Grill.
Yes.
And you can order the Lindsay Lohan. They'll probably ask you what the heck is that. Just tell them what it is, and then you'll have to tell them the second time too when they bring back the second 2-for-1. It's also fantasy football draft season. I'm in the middle of a fantasy football dynasty draft myself. I wish this thing was in person somewhere. I wish it was at a Duffy Sports Grill because every fantasy football season starts with a great fantasy football draft party. And why not Duffy Sports Grill to host yours? Nobody does a fantasy football draft like Duffy Sports Grill. They've got private party spaces available for you and your friends where you can hold the draft. They have the Duffy's award-winning burgers and wings, 2-for-1 drinks. That's going to take the draft to the next level. Plus, you get the free Wi-Fi. You got 80 televisions in every location, so as the games are happening and you're drafting, you can watch highlights and be inspired. Book your draft party right now. Duffy'sMVP.com. That's Duffy'sMVP.com. Duffy's Sports Grill. Eat, drink, draft.
Lindsay Lohan also good in Herbie Fully Loaded.
I remember that one.
Oh, okay.
That's she was like a military thing or something.
What?
She was like shooting a gun.
Car?
Yeah.
Oh, that was a car one. She was racing. Yeah. She was racing. I remember that one.
Close. Oh, she was protagonist in Mean Girls.
Yes,
That's her
Mean
biggest
Girls.
movie. Yeah, that's
Yes.
probably going to be her biggest
She was
movie.
also apparently in The Reprisal. Maybe that's a surprise, and I ruined it for somebody. But on her discography, that's where they list her.
Is Mean Girls bigger than Parent Trap? It probably is.
Yeah.
It has
I think,
a cult following.
No, I think more people have watched Parent Trap than Mean Girls.
But Mean Girls has like a...
References, though, from Mean Girls way more than Parent Trap.
Yeah. I think Mean Girls...
Yeah, but references are an adult thing. I'm thinking of just the most amount of people that have seen a movie.
I think Mean Girls wins. Mean Girls
Really?
wins. Mean Girls literally last night after we got done watching the The Kingdom about the Chiefs, or actually before we did, my wife Ashley had Mean Girls on, and she was quoting things the whole time. It was annoying the hell out of me. I'll never forget it.
Yeah, we had
Hopefully she's
a
not
trivia
listening.
competition about things in girls' movies or things that a girl knows about.
My trivia.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, and you talked about
Yeah,
Mean
Tina,
Girls.
you were there. That's right.
Yes, I did that trivia.
Yeah, and I won. I was the winner.
I didn't know who Regina George was, unfortunately.
Wow, it's Lindsay Lohan. You're not. See, I told
No,
you.
it's
you're
not. It's not
There
Lindsay
was
Lohan.
also I guess like now that I'm thinking about all this, there
It
was
was.
there was a Mean Girls reference in Freakier Friday yesterday too. So
Okay.
all the Lindsay Lohan like movies are like maybe a
In the same
little-
universe?
Yeah.
Tina, who played Regina George?
Regina George is the blonde girl, is it not?
Yes.
Yeah,
I don't
not
know
Lindsay
who that
Lohan.
Damn it, what was her name? Dang it, you're right. The main girl, it was okay. Now I feel like an idiot.
Katie Heron?
No. But
No,
what
that's
was
another one.
Lindsay Lohan's name in Mean Girls?
Katie Heron.
Yeah.
Katie Heron?
That was That was
They don't
And
really got a
Rachel
ring to it.
McAdams plays Regina George.
I'm a Rachel McAdams guy.
Tina Fey in that flick, huh? Good for her.
Yes.
Good for her.
Putting together a nice little career.
She's really kind of piecing this thing together, man. I was
Yeah,
worried.
keep your eye on Tina Fey. She's next up.
We talked about drafts. Seacat, has your friend started?
Yeah.
Oh, he has been
He
down.
started during the show yesterday, actually.
Disgusting.
He sent us a
Wow.
picture of a plate of 4 hot dogs, and he's begun the journey. But I haven't gotten a text since. I'm afraid that he might have dwindled off.
What's his strategy? Is he starting off strong?
Starting off 6 is strong as it gets.
Okay.
Like, imagine trying to take down 6 hot dogs in one sitting, knowing that you got to do 52 more before the week's over.
Oh, he's doing 6 per day or 6?
That's the first picture he sent. I'm going to send a text during the next break to get his status update because you can't slack. You kind of got to pedal to the metal for 7 consecutive days, or else you have to force feed yourself 15 hot dogs in one sitting.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Ugh.
Has a hairdresser ever said, I love you to you, Tina?
I'm good friends with my hairdresser, so we probably have said like love you to each
Girls
other.
always telling each other they love each other. They don't even mean it.
Yeah.
You know, they just throw it around left and right.
You say the word enough, and all of a sudden it voids meaning. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, low key.
But
The more people you say it to and the frequency in which you say it, yes, it does void the meaning.
Okay.
I
Well-
love you should be reserved for people that you actually feel that genuine love for, like your barber feels with you.
So I got a haircut today. Thank you for the shout out. Neither of you said nice haircut, but that's okay.
you told us early this
Yeah, you
morning
told us.
before we could even say anything.
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
You texted us this morning about your haircut.
Yeah,
You
but that
wouldn't-
doesn't mean you don't say, hey, nice haircut. I didn't send you
You
a
have
picture.
a
of-
hat on, C-Cat. That is a cardinal sin.
I can
That
though.
is-
I could tell he got a haircut because his face is nice and like cleaned up.
Yeah, well, just here, you know what, Tina? He does not deserve a hey, nice haircut because he's wearing a hat. That is a cardinal sin. He knows that. You get a fresh chop, you let that thing breathe for at least 3 days. You put a cap on it right afterwards, that is a monstrosity. I wish your barber knew what you did.
I went to Benny the barber. He's so accommodating to my schedule.
How long have you been going to Benny?
I've been going to Benny for 3 years now.
Okay.
He's been my West Palm barber. I followed him to Delray when he moved down there and had a shop down there, and now he's doing cuts in his apartment.
How'd you find him?
That sounds illegal.
I stumbled into a random barber shop that has a collection of barbers that come from far and wide and go into the one shop, and I've stuck with him ever since.
Okay.
He left that barber, went to another barber shop. Different apartment, here, there, and the third.
Curious, and this is not that this matters, but what was the racial makeup of this barbershop you went into?
You know, of the clientele or the
of
professionals?
The professionals. Well, give us both.
Melting pot.
Melting pot.
You had some that came from the Caribbean, some that are African American, some that are Caucasian American.
Okay.
Just far and wide melting pot right at this barbershop in West Palm Beach.
Never heard of a
in 2022.
American.
I'm a Caucasian American.
What? Nobody says
by
that.
definition.
Is that what you mark down on your census?
If I'm going to qualify African American, I'll qualify
you just
Caucasian
say
American.
Black barbers. So there's black barbers, Caribbean barbers, and there's white barbers all in this shop.
A little bit of sprinkle of Latino barbers as well.
Okay. This is a real melting pot shop.
Benny the barber happened to be of Theo's complexion. That's what he and Theo had in common.
I cannot cut a fade, so Benny's a much better man than me.
So I don't get my hair cut that often. So I always kind of feel a little bit in debt to this guy because I don't want him to think that I'm cheating on him.
Okay.
I feel responsible to go for all of my haircuts to Benny the barber.
You create a bond with who cuts your hair.
You do. Inevitably, it's like that, man. It's a real relationship.
Those are hard breakups.
Especially when I go, hey, you available Wednesday, 9 a.m. for a cut? And he says yes before 5 minutes elapse.
That's nice.
That's very, very nice.
It's a good guy.
And it's on the way to work. Oh, it's perfect. Go to Benny this morning, knock on the door, he answers. We get the update on each other's lives. My last haircut was, I believe, May 15th.
Sheesh.
What's that face, Tina?
That's a long
It
time.
looks a little bit
I feel
disgust.
Like,
I don't know.
No, that's like a long time. I feel like guys go way more
Yeah,
often.
I go like every other week at least. It's been a while for me right now, though, so I can't talk.
So we do our normal haircut. He updates me on his life. He cuts hair on the side now. Got a new full-time gig on his end of the world. Talking to him about that. Talking about my professional developments. Talking about how I'm in between apartments right now. Not literally, but I need to move out of my current place by Sunday. So I'm going through the struggles, man. Trying to find that one-bedroom apartment. So we're going back and forth. He's going through the same thing. We're bonding over mutual experiences. This is America.
Wow.
A black man and a white man coming together as one cuts the other's hair and talk about their housing situation, right?
That is literally, there was dreams made about that.
He cuts me up nice. He gave me his classic Benny the Barber line.
Wow.
He's back. After he takes off the thing that goes over you. What's it called? The tarp?
Like
yeah,
a cape,
you can call it
whatever.
a cape.
The cape that goes over. The guy's getting his hair cut. Whips it off. He's back.
He's back. That's a great line. Benny, Benny, you got something. You cooking right there, Benny.
And then it swings me around. I look in the chair. I'm still in the chair. He swings the chair around.
Okay, just making sure.
He didn't dip me.
Yeah.
Like we were swing dancing.
He's back.
Like what war was ended?
Yeah.
And the Marine dipped the girl. No, it wasn't that. Swings around the chair. I look into the mirror that he has. He goes, "Do you remember that guy?" I go, "No, I do not, Benny. No, I do not."
It's been a while.
I stand up from my chair. I fiddle with my phone to try to get to my my money transferring app. Type in the cost, $55. We've never discussed price.
You just be throwing a 55 every time.
Mm-hmm. Yes. That might be a tip. That might not be a tip. I don't know. $55 goes straight to Benny the Barber. Hey, man, thank you so much. Absolutely, man. Hey, keep me updated. If I've got a lead on an apartment, I'll let you know. Dude, thank you so much. My left hand reaches for the doorknob to his residence. He goes, "Hey, man, I love you, bro." The door is not opening as fast as I want it to open. It might be locked. I might have to do undo the bolt. It's sticking a little bit. This catches me off guard. My barber's saying, "I love you."
First time.
First time. First time for everything. So what do I do in that moment? We pause. Tina, what do you do if you're a guy and your barber says, "I love you"?
If you're a guy.
I don't know what you would do as a guy. I would just say it back.
I love you too. I love you too is too strong.
There was a meaning to that.
All right, so in quotation marks,
love you too.
I love you too
That's
would be
too
too far.
That's too strong.
Saying I love you, bro, back might be okay.
Or just like, love you, man. Whatever. Like, love you, bro.
Theo, what would you do?
I tell you, I trust me, I've been in this scenario before.
Your barber saying I love you.
Not my barber doing it. Not my barber doing it, but like an unexpected I love you from a guy, like I love you, bro. And the proper response is love. And then skedaddle. It's
So
just
love?
bro.
Like one of those? Okay.
You just hit him with a love or love, comma, bro. You don't say I love you back. Because when you're passing back and forth, I love yous in this moment, that's what makes it start to feel a little bit more intimate. The first I love you, bro, it's passable. It's cool. Everything's cool.
It was after the dap, too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This is he's just
It isn't
ways
I
with you.
love you into the hug.
Right.
That feels like it's a little more intimate.
Yeah, because then he might be expecting a reaction, like a physical reaction from you, not just verbal. Yes.
All right. Back into the brain of Christian Cat. I'm sitting there. It's like a video game decision making where
multiple options.
The game pauses and you go, you click this button to make this reaction. You click that button to go that reaction. And I'm assessing all the situations here. And the easiest one was to say, I love you too. Love you too.
I love you, comma, too?
I love you too.
I love you too?
I love you too.
No.
The door opens and I go out
And you sprinted.
about the rest of my day. Oh, you know what? I said I love you too, man. And hey, happy belated birthday, by the way.
You followed it with something else because you didn't want to leave it at just I love you too and then leave because it would have felt a little weird.
And I said congrats on the new car.
You said multiple things. Now you're just saying everything right now.
I couldn't let the I love you too linger.
Yet, how quickly did you jump from I love you too to the following statements? Was it like one of those I love you too and also congrats on the...
It was quick. It was a quick abort mission to the I love you too. But I said it.
I think so. How long ago did your girlfriend move out?
August 2nd.
I don't know, Tina. You let me know. Does this qualify as? I know he didn't want to cheat on his barber. Did he just cheat on his girlfriend?
Oh, did I emotionally cheat?
Yeah,
That's a big thing these days.
Is he emotionally cheating right now?
No.
I love you, comma, too. I love you, comma, too is romantic, or it's your family member.
Say it first though.
What do you mean?
He didn't say it first.
That's true.
Yeah, but he
didn't kiss me. Or no, never mind. Sorry. No, I didn't kiss
You
him.
didn't kiss him.
Yeah, there we go.
He kissed the cat.
Exactly.
Catman.
I didn't initiate anything. She came on to me.
Yes. Yes. And then what was he supposed to do? Push him off?
That's kind of rude, don't you say? Exactly. I love you too.
He also probably, this is the thing though, he just got done cutting you up. You look good. You know what I'm saying? You're sharp. He just was feeling you. He's like, this is my guy. You looking good? I love you, bro. But you hit him with I love you too. And he probably, But love, bro. Or I got Randy in the YouTube chat. He says, appreciate you, homie.
You think that would roll off the lips of me? Again, African-American, Caucasian-American interaction. Appreciate you, homie. All love. Like what? Come on now.
You can say love. Love. You can say it. All right.
Or maybe not love. Or if we give it L-U-H, love.
Love, bro. Love, bro.
No way. I am nothing if not authentic. Nobody's putting words in my mouth. I would do it again.
He put words in your mouth. He made you say I love you too.
He triggered me to say words. He gave a prompt that got the reaction that maybe he didn't even want, but he got it.
That's true.
Love you too.
Yeah, he didn't want that.
It's a very easy reactionary thing. Like in life, when someone says I love you.
He totally wanted
He didn't want I love you too. He did not want I love you too.
I think, if you could have left out the I.
Yeah. Love you too, bro.
Yeah, that's
I'm a
better.
stickler for a little bit of grammar. What can I say?
He's like, I love you too.
I don't like incomplete sentences.
I love you too. Did you say, like, at least, what was your tone? Was it like, I love you too? Or was it like,
Were you looking him in the eyes? Or
I
was
love
your
you
back
too.
turned to him because you were trying to leave?
that's what I'm saying. Did you look that man in his eyes and say, I love you too? Because that's cheating.
I looked him in his direction.
Yeah.
I wasn't looking at the door when I said I love you too. I didn't look him in the eyes.
Okay.
There was not direct eye contact, which I struggle with in general for my day-to-day life.
Yeah.
That's especially a problem when it comes to getting your hair cut.
Well, you're not supposed to do that.
Exactly.
It's not a problem. It's something you avoid.
Okay, good. I thought I was supposed to be looking at this guy in the eyes while he's cutting my hair.
Well, sometimes when they're talking to you, you want to acknowledge their presence, but not if they're lining up your front. You don't want to look them in the eye. Never look a barber in his eyes until y'all are done with the cut. Before and after the cut, it's the same rules as the restroom. Once your feet hit that tile, cease talking to me. Same rules.
Same rules in the women's room, women's restroom. When you were in the bathroom, do you chat it up while you're on the toilet?
I think it depends how close you are with them.
Okay. No girls being girls?
You've had a cross-style conversation?
Totally.
While y'all are like actually actively on the stalls?
Yeah.
A
few times.
I mean,
few times.
Depending on how close I am with my friends.
And how active you are on the stall.
I was about to say,
I feel like there are a couple options here, and if it's the second of the options, you're probably not in a full depth conversation. You got a concentration.
Yeah, it would get real awkward when there's a pause mid sentence.
I don't even. A grunt?
Yeah.
All right. Good, Jessica? No.
Oh, my gosh. You be the judge. The good people of Theoretically Speaking weigh in. Did C-Cat properly handle that scenario with his barber who he is now in love with?
Well, by definition.
Yes. Y'all are in love.
I love my barber.
Yes.
The same descriptor I use for my mom, my grandma,
yes,
my girlfriend, my father. I love him.
Yes.
I said it.
You said it. Matter of fact, he said I love you. You love him too.
Yeah.
You have y'all are in a circle of love now, which I appreciate.
You think he loves all of his clients?
No, there's no way.
No.
He waited a while to tell you he loved you. He let that fester 3 years.
Wow.
This is a love, a bro love. What do you call it? Bromance? 3 years
Not
in the making.
cheap. Someone didn't just slip up and reflexively say "I love you" to a girl he just started hooking up with because he's used to do that with his ex-girlfriend.
That's love bombing.
No, he earned my trust. I earned his, and now we've earned each other's love.
Y'all are at third base when it comes to customer relationships. Y'all are at third base.
Maybe I should just move in with him.
That's what I was.
Maybe.
That's probably what he was leading into.
We talked about roommates the other day. Maybe.
Yeah.
Wow.
But then y'all have to say good morning and good night to each other all the time. And then sometimes it's going to be a good night, I love you, bro. That's going to get tiring. It's going to get emotionally exhausting.
Tucks me in.
Yeah.
He's hanging by the light switch. Love you, bro. Love you too.
I have a funny story of in college when I had to room with somebody who he was a very polite dude, always would tell me good morning and good night. He would go out of his way to do so. And one day I was like, bro, don't
cut that out, man.
I was just like,
what are you giving an all right then?
This is my
Good
dog
morning.
too. This is my dog. Yeah, this is we ain't got to do all that, dog. We ain't got
enough of the formality.
Just tell me peace, bro. Just tell me peace and hit your chest a couple times.
I'm saying good morning to the Cognizant Classic in the Palm Beaches because there's a flash sale going on very soon, right now. It's going on right now.
It's going on right now. Yes,
Yeah.
it's gonna end very soon. So people need to get their tickets right now. Go to cognizantclassic.com/ESPN to get your tickets. What tickets, Theo? Well, I'm glad you asked. Because now through August 25th, we have a flash sale for Bear Trap tickets to the Cognizant Classic in the Palm Beaches, which is February 26th through March 1st of 2026. That's right. This spring, the PGA Tour is coming back to town. It's the annual tournament that you know and love. The party is in the Bear Trap, and that's where you want to be with your buddies. So get your tickets right now. It is a flash sale. You'll never see them again at the price that they are currently at. cognizantclassic.com/ESPN. Picture this, right? Perfect South Florida weather. It's February. The PGA Tour players are competing. You're kicking back, enjoying some beer and wine, some bites. It all comes with the Cognizant Classic in the Palm Beaches Bear Trap tickets, right? Your favorite local hotspots, they'll be there. C-Cat, Tina, and Theo, they'll be there. Will you? Will you? If you can't answer that question for me, go online right now, cognizantclassic.com/ESPN, and see if you can make your way into the Bear Trap as well. It's going to be a good time. cognizantclassic.com/ESPN. Get your tickets today. Flash sale going on through August 25th. Not going to tell you what day of the week that is because I can't tell. I don't know. I think it's Monday. I think it's Monday.
Repeat that day.
August 25th.
Monday.
cognizantclassic.com/ESPN. I'm a freaking genius. Right off the top of the dome. That's C-Cat. That's Tina. We'll get your ruling on whether or not Catman handled that situation with his barber the right way on the other side. It's Theoretically Speaking on ESPN 106.3.
Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios. Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. This is ESPN 106.3.
The annual Boca Raton Bowl ABC Supply Company Great Chefs Tailgate Showcase heats up on Wednesday, September 10th from 6 to 8:30 p.m. Join me, Theo Dorsey, at Boca Raton Innovation Campus in Boca Raton as dozens of local chefs, breweries, and cocktail masters serve up their favorite tailgate classics. Tickets are on sale now. It includes all food samplings, beer, wine, cocktails, and soft drinks. Visit spiritofgivingnetwork.org/events to purchase your tickets today.
Hi, this is Scott Smith with Smith Ball Baez and Prather, Florida Injury Lawyers. We are a Florida civil trial law firm that specializes in the areas of personal injury and wrongful death. Our offices are located in Palm Beach Gardens, Boca Raton, and Port St. Lucie. Our lawyers have litigated thousands of matters at the Palm Beach, Martin, St. Lucie, and Indian River County courthouses. Our lawyers, paralegals, and other numerous members of our legal team live in Palm Beach County and Treasure Coast cities and towns such as West Palm Beach, Port St. Lucie, Lake Worth, Palm Beach Gardens, Palm City, Jupiter, and others just like you and your families. We are a statewide recognized law firm, but it is your community and your families that we live and associate with on a daily basis. Our most satisfying achievement is when we know that our legal power has helped a fellow member of our Palm Beach County and Treasure Coast community secure a fair and just huge result. If you've been injured, the lawyers at Smith Ball Baez and Prather will help. Call us at 500-HELP, 500-HELP. With Smith Ball Baez and Prather, help is just a local phone call away. Offices Palm Beach Gardens, Boca Raton, and Port St. Lucie.
It's the summer clearance event at Greenway Kia of West Palm Beach, and they need to sell 250 new Kias by month's end. Get up to $11,000 off MSRP. New Tellurides from $38,998, and lease the 2025 Kia K4 for just $199 a month with $34.99 due at signing. Plus, get 0% financing and up to $6,000 over KBB value for your trade. Open daily at 7:30 a.m. with no hidden fees and no surprises. Visit GreenwayKiaWestPalmBeach.com today.
We want to see ya in a Greenway Kia.
Right now is the best time to upgrade because once these deals are gone, they're gone for good. Don't wait around and let someone else drive away in the Kia you've been dreaming about. Your new ride is waiting for you at Greenway Kia of West Palm Beach.
With approval to KFA, stock number SG005991. MSRP $45,235. 10,000 miles per year, plus tax tag and $9.99 admin fee. Discount includes all Kia factory rebates to dealer. Negative equity refinanced. Offers don't combine. Expires 9/15/25.
Tired of being sidelined by a sports injury? Get back in the game with Baptist Health Orthopedic Care. Whether you're a professional athlete or even a weekend warrior, you can get back to doing what you love with our compassionate orthopedic team. Experience a new level of care and get back to your best. Welcome to being treated like a pro. Make an appointment today at baptisthealth.net/ortho or call 833-556-6764.
What if every use of your debit card turned spare change into something meaningful, like growing your savings and supporting local community causes? With Flagler Credit Union's Impact Checking with Everyday Change, your spare change can have big impact. Each transaction can be rounded up to grow your savings and support nonprofits that provide meals, shelter, and essential services locally. Make an impact in your life and in your community. Open your Impact Checking account today. Insured by NCUA, official credit union of Florida Atlantic University Athletics.
The season is kicking off. Keep your home in the win column with EDS Air Conditioning. Right now, qualified customers can score 0% interest for 60 months on a brand new AC. Hot streaks belong on the field, not in your living room. With over 800 Google reviews and a 4.8-star rating, EDS is trusted as the MVP, and it has been since 2006. Visit EDSIsYes.com today. Kick off your game day comfort and don't sweat the small stuff.
For more than 40 years, Actors Rep has been a creative home for bold storytelling, transformative arts education, and local talent in West Palm Beach. Now, this beloved nonprofit theater is in urgent need of your help. We're raising $40,000 to keep the stage alive, and every dollar counts. Donate today at GoFundMe.com/SaveActorsRep. and help us keep the curtain rising for generations to come.
Hey everybody, it's Cade Chumsland. Every week, Land Rover Palm Beach supports local student athletes as they grow on the field, in the classroom, and in the community by naming a Player of the Week. This year, $35,000 will be awarded to student athletes and their schools. Tune in to ESPN West Palm High School Game Day every Friday night as I unveil this week's featured athlete. If you have a great performance that I need to know about, DM us at ESPN West Palm. Land Rover Palm Beach, above and beyond.
Summer's winding down, and we know you want to enjoy what's left of it. But before you celebrate this Labor Day weekend, plan ahead and know all your options. If you drink, don't get behind the wheel. Instead, designate a sober driver or catch a ride service. And if you are the designated sober driver, commit to staying sober. Celebrate responsibly and remember to drive sober or get pulled over. This message brought to you by the Florida Department of Transportation.
Calling all sports fans, grab your MVP card and head to Duffy's where you can catch all of the action. Not an MVP? Sign up for free and start earning rewards today. Duffy's is voted the best sports grill year after year with their award-winning burgers and wings. Don't forget about Duffy's famous 2-for-1 drinks all day, every day. And with over 80 TVs in every location, you'll never miss a minute of the game. Visit Duffy'sMVP.com to learn more. Duffy's, our game is always on.
Yeah, that brother's starving.
Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios, Theo Dorsey is theoretically speaking. Streaming live on YouTube, here's Theo Dorsey.
We got some great responses here in the YouTube chat at ESPN West Palm. We're going to get to those in just a second. It's kind of like joining the Baptist Health Hotline, but you don't have to talk. You just type it in, and then we jump in and deliver what you are contributing to Theoretically Speaking. But speaking of that Baptist Health Hotline, is joint pain affecting your quality of life? At Baptist Health Orthopedic Care, our team is experienced in traditional joint replacement surgery, as well as new, less invasive treatments with the goal of returning you to what you love as quickly as possible. Learn more by visiting baptisthealth.net/ortho today. Baptist Health Orthopedic Care combines its resources of experienced physicians and leading-edge treatments and technology to provide advanced orthopedic, foot and ankle, joint replacement, spine, and sports medicine care. Visit baptisthealth.net/ortho for more information today. Baptist Health Orthopedic Care has offices conveniently located in Palm Beach County through the Florida Keys. Learn more by visiting baptisthealth.net/ortho. C-Cat's in the house. He loves his barber. Tina's in the house. She loves herself espresso martina. And your boy Theo Dorsey's back at it, and I love the Chiefs. How about those Chiefs? Y'all got to watch The Kingdom, man. It's a really good show.
I would never. We get so much Chiefs without seeking out the Chiefs because we're football fans.
Yeah.
Why would I sign up to get more of this team that's forced upon me every single winter?
It's a really good show, and it dips into the history of the Chiefs and how they started as the Dallas Texans and how the AFL and NFL merger happened in the mid 60s. It's a really good show, and then it also talks about obviously the journey of last year and trying to get the three-peat.
I will never.
Never. You're missing out. It's a journey that you're going to miss out on, but let's take a different journey then.
The Safebound Get Around is brought to you by Safebound Moving and Storage, South Florida's most trusted moving company. You're safe with Safebound.
I will say, too, here as we join the Safebound Get-Around right here, Cody in the YouTube chat, Randy in the YouTube chat, giving some great input. Randy says, who says men aren't in touch with their emotions? Cody says that, C-Cat, you made it awkward.
Whoa.
He said that you made it weird. Complexionally speaking, you are socially awkward. That's as vanilla as I can put it. Wow, Cody. Cody likes dunking on people. He dunked on me a few weeks back talking about billiards being a sports, and now
Cody hates me.
Yeah.
Forgot to send one email, and he hates me with the rest of his life.
Yeah, he said, be yourself. Say what comes to your mind. Don't just guess it and roll with it. Be you, C-Cat.
Don't just throw out I love you.
Yeah. Just floating I love yous around. This guy loves anything.
Each of you are going to get an I love you before the end of this show.
Next stop.
Provo, Utah.
Ooh.
What's in Provo?
Nothing.
BYU.
Wow.
That BYU football program was just named true freshman Bear Bachmeier as their team's starting quarterback. He'll debut his season against Portland State on August 30th. But that's not the headline. The headline is that Bachmeier, a quarterback, will wear the number 47 when he puts on the pads for the BYU Cougars.
Well,
Theo, do you hate this or do you like this?
Well, is he 85? Because I know sometimes that the guys at BYU will start off after an admission trip and be like 26, 27 years old. Is this really like a 19-year-old, 18-year-old freshman? Do you know that?
True freshman.
True freshman. That doesn't tell me anything. Thanks, though. I will say it is unique. It is college football, so I do kind of like it. I like the fact that he's leaning into the uniqueness of, I'm guessing he's a run-first quarterback. Here's what I'll say. If he's 47, he better lower his helmet. He better lower his pads and, like, put a shoulder in a dude's chest if they try to tackle him.
He's 19 years old.
Okay.
So a true freshman.
That's kind of true. I think he did. He might have took a one-year mission trip.
Is this a special request?
I mean, like...
That's
Kinda?
not... Yeah, quarterbacks don't wear numbers over 20. Like 19 and under for quarterbacks.
Well, do you think 47 just means something to him?
It's got to.
Yeah,
but maybe he started as a non-quarterback and then just wore that jersey throughout all of Mighty Mites football, middle school football, and then... Because there are rules based on, like, eligible receivers, aren't there? Like in terms of linemen, numbers you can't use to be considered an eligible receiver, or you have to declare yourself a eligible receiver if you're wearing a certain lineman number.
That's it. That's it right there.
So maybe they will have to declare, 47 can be a fullback. So we just, breaking the norms, breaking the societal norm with the number 47 as a quarterback for a D1 Power 4 football team.
I like it. I also love the BYU mascot.
Athletic freak.
He can dance.
I don't know, man.
Next up.
He better be a bruiser. That's all I'm saying.
We are going to some guy's backyard.
I don't want to.
Because they had a fantasy football in-person draft. And have you ever seen those in-person draft boards? It's an empty board, maybe with some dry erase. Then all of the players in this year's draft board, running backs, receivers, quarterbacks, anyone you can draft, has a little bit of a sticker that you just take off the thing and you place it right on the board for an old school feel. If you've watched the show, The League, or if you've partaken in an in-person draft before, you know what I'm talking about. In standard fantasy football leagues, the presumptive ADP number one guy is Bijan Robinson.
Yeah, good.
Running back for the Falcons. There's another running back that has the initial B. Robinson with a junior at the end. Brian Robinson, running back for the Commanders. Well, someone learned this the hard way. They took Brian Robinson's name and put it number one overall. Round one, pick number one. It's a sticker. It's permanent. Should he be held to that pick, or should they allow him to get Bijan Robinson instead?
You should. And I'm a commissioner of a league, and this is how I would have handled it. If he could find a way to get that sticker off before the number two guy puts his sticker on, then he can rescind that pick. Kind of like in some card games. Sometimes the rule is when the card hits the table. Sometimes when you're playing with newcomers, if your card hits the table and somebody hits a card after you, then it's cemented. That's my only request. Get the sticker off in time, and then you can have Bijan Robinson. He's absolutely screwed, though, because Brian Robinson might not even be a starting running back for the Commanders this year. It seems like he's on the brink of getting cut because some dude named Bill Krosky Mosley is taking over that backfield.
That's a name you know if you're a fantasy football player.
Yes.
That's the buzz of the preseason over the weekend, was this random running back for the Commanders.
With an interesting story, because he also went to Arizona last year and only played one game because he was ruled ineligible after that game. So he sat out the entire year, gets drafted in the 7th round, and now apparently he's putting Brian Robinson Jr. out of a job. But luckily for Brian Robinson Jr., his ADP went up because this guy selected him 1 overall. So congrats.
And that is your Safe Bound Get Around.
Nice.
The Safe Bound Get Around is brought to you by Safe Bound Moving and Storage, South Florida's most trusted moving company. You're safe with Safe Bound.
By the way, you know why the guy Ja'Cory Krosky Merritt goes by Bill? Did you hear that story?
No.
He goes by Bill because when he was a kid, he had a very low haircut, and people called him Little Bill. Like Little Bill. And I guess he's so enamored with that, and it became a nickname, and now he wants like us to call him Bill as a professional athlete.
All right. Who was the number one overall recruit that's in our area, class of 2028, that goes by?
Champ Mons.
His name is Wonderful.
His name is Wonderful.
Where Champ is not his real name, but Wonderful is.
Like, we could have guessed that Champ was not his real name. I would have never guessed it was Wonderful.
Yeah, I don't think you could. I think Champ is a normal name.
But I'm just saying, I'm not surprised that Champ isn't his first name. Champ is sometimes a nickname.
That's true.
But Wonderful is an intriguing first name for a quarterback out of Vero Beach and number one quarterback in the 2028 class.
Do you think parents really get sad when their kids change their names?
Yes.
Ask mine. I'm going by my middle name.
Like, do you hear it from your mother or your father? Like, that's not what we named you.
No, because it's my middle name. It's on my birth certificate. Mm-hmm. It means something to me, man. You know what else means something to me? Safebound Moving and Storage. You're safe with Safebound. They are South Florida's most trusted moving company. They moved my sister from South Florida to Georgia. They can move you. Even if you are in a luxurious situation, maybe you want some Safebound luxury, they've got expert team in art handling, special event moving, luxury retail, and high-end residential. They've also got a trained team of experts. It's family-owned and based in West Palm Beach. Safebound Moving and Storage. What they do is in the name. You don't want to move yourself. That's hectic. You can injure yourself. You can mess up the walls in your apartment or your house. How about you let the pros do it, whether you're moving out of Florida, into Florida, or within the state lines? Safebound Moving and Storage has the expertise, experience, and 5-star customer service you can rely on. Safebound Moving and Storage. Tina, great times in the happy hour. C-Cat, don't tell your barber you love him anymore.
I love you, and I love you.
Wing Wednesday. Brought to you by Hurricane Grill and Wings. 30 bold flavors, ice-cold beer, handcrafted cocktails. Your home for sports is Hurricane Grill and Wings. Find your spot at hurricanewings.com.
The face of NFL media is coming to ESPN 106.3. Starting September 2nd, The Rich Eisen Show hits our airwaves weekdays at noon. Big guests and the voice of the league. The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon beginning September 2nd here on ESPN 106.3.
Kaiser University's flagship campus. The 100-acre residential campus at 2600 North Military Trail in West Palm Beach extends Kaiser University's educational offerings to over 100 degrees. Kaiser University also has an athletic program with 26 national championships, including back-to-back-to-back lacrosse titles, and they just won their first ever national championship for men's tennis.